Hi there, this is John Enright with Custom Wealth Management. I want to take a few moments to speak with you regarding your 401k plan. With the spread of the coronavirus, we have clearly seen a tremendous amount of volatility in the stock market. Chances are that you are filled with concern for not only your financial future, but as well having fear for the future of the stock market and the well-being of the country and the world at large. Quite honestly, I can't help but have similar feelings given all the information that we receive, whether it be via the internet, television, radio, or even our smartphones. I would like to put some of this in perspective for you. Monday, March 16th, 2020, ended up being the second worst day in the 124-year history of the stock markets. The worst day in the stock market history was actually October 19th of 1987, where the market dropped by over 22% in one day. While March 16th was a very small loss compared to that disturbing day in 1987, it was still a day that most of us will remember for a very long time. In our office, we really felt like we were fighting an avalanche with a pitchfork. We consistently reminded one another that we are strong, that we are confident, that we and the country have the ability to get through this. And we also felt that we had been through this before. I would like to help you in understanding what this most recent volatility means for you and what the future might bring. First and foremost is understanding the impact of emotions and how emotions lead many to make very unfortunate decisions in their portfolios, especially their 401ks. You see, this is very common in 401k plans where you see your hard-earned money going down in value after 10 years of seeing it go straight up. Whether you had money in the market or not through the 2008 to 2009 bear market, you more than likely experienced a very similar emotional roller coaster as you are today. This piece on your screen reflects a traditional market cycle and the emotions that tend to occur during the different points in this cycle. These emotions are only natural, and although we all felt the very same fear and anxiety that you experienced on Monday, we are very confident about what's on the other side. We'll most likely all experience feelings of fear, anxiety, and/or guilt throughout this cycle. What's important is that you recognize where there is chaos, there's often financial opportunity as well. Warren Buffett, who I'm sure you've heard of, is the master of separating emotions from finances, and the results have been clearly significant in his situation. While I've been doing this every single day of my life for the last 21 or 22 years, I still experience these very emotions. However, I also recognize how important that it is that I take control of my emotions. I'll not allow the way I am feeling to ultimately influence the decisions that I make. What you see on your screen now is the result for the average investor being far worse than the major indexes over the last 20 years, ending December 31st of 2018. This is a very powerful piece to understand. One of the greatest reasons for this is emotions. The obvious rule with investing is to buy low and sell high. But one's emotions tends to lead them to do the exact opposite. Selling when things are not good or when the markets are low, and buying just when things are getting better or when the market is higher. And that clearly leads to selling low and buying high, the complete opposite of what we want to do. Even worse, typically when one sells, it takes them time to get back into the market. You see, if you were fully invested over the last 20 years, again ending December 31st of 2018, if you had all of your money in the S&P 500 over that time period and never touched it, you'd have returned an average of 5.62%. However, if you had missed just the best 10 days in that 20-year period, your return would have shrank to less than half at 2.01%. Even worse, if you missed the 20 best days, your return goes negative. That's right, missing the best 20 days out of that 20-year period actually led to a negative return over the entire time period in your portfolio. Some may think it is hard to miss those best days. However, considering most that sell do so on the worst day or very close to it, and they do not get back in for some time, consider this fact. 6 of the best 10 days occurred within 2 weeks of the 10 worst days. Our goal is to help prevent you from being part of the statistics that you've seen on these slides. For those who do allow their emotions to get the best of them, investing becomes a very, very difficult challenge. I'm also very confident that the use of the phrase "the new normal" will increase in the near future, just as it did after the 2000 to 2002 bear market and the 2008 to 2009 bear market. We were here during those bear markets, and we'll be here through this one and through future bear markets as well. We will be your voice of reason. We agree, this time it is different, but what is different is not the resiliency of this fine country, but the actual cause of the decline. Interestingly, the cause of every decline has been unique. What has remained the same is the strength of each one of us to prevail, to respect one another, and to grow from the experience. This time will prove no different. In fact, history has proven that continuing to invest, just as you are, on a per paycheck basis, you are buying throughout the market cycle. Keep doing just that. You are getting your investments at great sale prices now, and you will recognize the benefits of this down the road. In closing, it is also very important to understand the approach taken when selecting the investment options in your 401k plan. The trustees go through a regular and stringent review process to determine which positions should be included in the plan and whether they should be retained, replaced, or placed on the watch list. An important tool, referred to as the investment policy statement, establishes the criteria for this entire process. Thank you, and we invite you to reach out to us at the email below to speak with a dedicated custom wealth management team member to assist you through these times. Thank you again, and take care.